Welcome back, this is Jack. I think I need to turn down that music a little bit. Like, it's not bad music, just a little loud. There we go, that might be better. If y'all can't hear it, let me know. Bad music, just a little loud. Ah! There we go, that's better. Alright, yeah, once again, welcome back, this is Jack. I'm just in a mood, so I figured while I'm working on my thumbnail for a video coming up later today, I would go ahead and vibe out with everybody. I have a couple ideas on how I want to do this one. I'm going to be trying something a little new. Let me try the custom shape tool. That might do the trick I'm looking for. Nope. As always, chat is up. Feel free to talk, vibe with me, just talk, or whatever, as I mumble to myself as I talk through my process of making a thumbnail. Now, granted, I am not the best thumbnail maker, so find your own. I would recommend finding your own style. Son of a bitch. I gotta redo that one. And it's a little better. It's actually not perfect, but it's a little better. It's still shit though. Let's see if I can adjust it. If I do that, it won't work. So let's transform, rotate. So I should be able to rotate it until it's... I wish I could just type in 0. There we go. That looks... Ah! That is not what I wanted. Alright. Alright, now I just gotta bring it up a bit. There we go. Oh, I need to move my mic a little bit so I can see chat better. Once again, trying something a little new. I actually... Well, technically it's not new. I've done it before. This is just new-ish. Let's call it new-ish. I don't know if it'll be any better than the last time I did it. I doubt it, actually. But I don't care. I want to say that because my abilities have improved, that it might do better. Then again, the work I was doing before was on Let's Plays, and Let's Plays historically don't get a lot of love. Well, they're very hard to do a Let's Play channel. Let's more phrase it that way. Alright, we can combine all those. Merge shapes, there we go. So now it's just this border. Alright, we're gonna take this, take the background, and I'm gonna put it as a nice yellow. You'll see what I'm doing here in a second. It's, if I do say so myself, it's actually a really, really good idea. Or a really bad idea. It's one or the other. I think more of a brighter yellow will do the trick, and we can up the... Yeah, it's already at 5,000. Alright, good. Because then it allows me to do that. And now we're going to merge the two. Merge layers. And the reason why we did that is so I can do this part. Alright, now all the yellow in the center is selected, and I can do that. So now we have a transparent layer in the center. And then the outer part is a thing. Alright, now I can do this. Let's... Not what I meant, but okay. Actually, no fill. There we go. Stroke is black like it should be. We're going to up it to 20. Yeah, that does the trick. Alright, now I just got to stretch it out towards the edges. So now we've created a border. It's really uneven, but that's alright. I don't care as much as I should. Alright, select, deselect, and we're going to merge... well, I'm going to leave them separate for now. I might combine them later. This is just going to be version 1 so far. Like, I'm probably going to make several versions as I try to find the way I want to do this. All right, we're going to leave it at that. And then I'm going to make this dotted. Ah, not what I wanted. Not what I wanted. We're going to put it back to stroke. There we go. All right, I forgot I was still selecting that. All right, so there we go. All right, now I can go into dotted, and you'll see why. Now I'm going to do this. And there's actually still even more I'm going to be doing, but you'll see that in a second. Now I kind of actually wish I'd left the yellow separate. There we go. Now all those dots are connected. There we go. And I'm doing that just because it makes it easier on the layers over on the right-hand side. All right, we're gonna go back down here, and I'm going to select this yellow. I'm trying not to select the black, and there's a reason for that. Let's see here. There we go. I'm trying not to select the black because it'll allow me to paint over it. That's good enough. That's good enough. I don't need it to be perfect. And now we're going to... Actually, now that I think of it, yeah, I don't need to do it that way. I've got a better way. Deselect. All right, we're going to do another layer just above it. We're going to call this one Haze, and you'll see why. All right, we're going to go back to the brush. We're going to take a slight gray, and we're going to have it at a rather low opacity. And I'm just going to do boop. Ah, no, not what I wanted. We're going to also reduce the flow. Still not what I'm wanting. Hang on. Let's try doing this as a dissolve. Boop. Oh, that's good. Let me do it again. Boop. There we go. That did the trick. All right. Now, once again, we're going to try and select just the center. That didn't work. All right. That's fine. That's actually fine. I can work around that. Kind of. Well, not really, but kind. We're going to pretend I can work around that. For now. Actually, I can I'll just use the pen tool to clear that up. That'll work just fine. So we'll go to the pen tool. So the pen tool allows me to make a very precise selection. Now, I'll definitely have to create a better template for doing this kind of work. And then we're going to... Alright, first let me unselect that. We'll mask it. Is that doing the trick? No, it is not. Delete? No, okay. Why is it not... It's supposed to allow me to do a precise selection. What are you doing? Why am I moving this? Why is that moving? It shouldn't be moving. Oh, it's the whole thing moving. Okay, I was really confused. Alright, we're going to... Oh, let me see if... Okay, going back to Haze. Yeah, once again, it's just pulling me to everything. Why is the pen tool not... Not what I'm wanting. Not what I'm wanting. Because normally it should allow me to do masking. Okay, now it just selected everything. We're gonna... Oh, let's see if I can adjust the pen tool. No, not what I wanted. Alright, we're gonna just undo the pen tool. And I'm going to try again. Because we're trying to leave behind that slight gritty haze behind. And I messed up. I should have left the yellow as separate until I did this part. That way I could paint over just the yellow and then merge down. But I didn't. So, live and learn. I made a mistake. I could actually probably go back and do that. Create vector mask. I think that'll do it. I need to do the inverse. So let's do that. Hang on. Delete vector mask. We're going to do that again. See if it'll let me do the inverse. I don't know how I would do the inverse. Make selection. Okay. And it's only doing that. Okay. Well, it's kind of doing it right. Let's see what happens if I do this. Okay, cleared it up. I was just worried that it was going to get rid of... Yeah, it was because it was only selecting the haze. That was me being dumb. All right, there we go. So I got rid of the haze. I did it a little backwards, but it worked. All right. Cool. Haze is gone. Now, I'm going to apply the words. Now, I have a lot more I need to do for this version. Alright, so we got that. Now we're making a... Oh, no, it's not one of my favorites, because I don't use it that often. Let's go down here. We're using the Doom format, which it's alphabetical and I already scrolled past it and I completely forgot. Or did I? Where is it? I know I have it because I use it every so often, especially when I do Doom stuff. Where are you? Are you higher up? Oh, you are higher up because it's right here. Amaze Doom, yeah. All right, let's see here. We're gonna do that. Oh, let me look at the other ones. Yeah, the reason why I'm not using the transparent ones, which are really cool. There we go. Now I just got to up its size because it is tiny. I think 500 will do it. That's too much. All right, let's go back. 300. Oh, the 150 jumped up. I don't know why. Let's try 200 because I do want it bigger. All right, cool. And then I just got to... adjust that. There we go. That did the trick. Now it's not going to stay solid black because I'm not a fan of that. But I'll get back to that in a second. I should have actually made those all caps because that's very much more of how Wolfenstein would be written. There we go. And I actually might need to drop the size down now that it's... Now, I want to remind everybody, when you're making a thumbnail, it is not meant to be a piece of art. It is meant to grab people's attention. That's why I'm actually using that bright yellow. I might need to... Well, actually, I can cheat and then drop this all the way at the bottom. Alright, cool. I'm going to change this last letter's font, and you'll see why. Oh, is it? Oh, it flipped over to demonized. That was the issue. That's why the size jumped. Okay, hang on. I got this. There, now we go. Now we can jump it to 400. Let's see how it looks at 400. That's too big. All right, we're gonna go drop back, and it's back to demonized for some reason. It keeps dropping back to demonized, and I don't know why. Let's do. Did I do 300? I think I did 300. Let's do 300 again. Okay, that's actually a lot better. All right. Yeah, now that I realized I was using the wrong font. Oh, I can also just do this at this point. Free transform. Stretch it out. There we go. That's worlds better. That's worlds better. Now, we're going to change one more thing. I also have Amaze Doom right. And that creates kind of like this closed-in bracket look. And I really do like that. So we're going to go with that. Yeah, and it already flipped it over to alpha, to capital, because Wolfenstein, Doom words are only written capital. All right, so I got one more word I need to write in, and it will be just normal font, probably my normal font. We'll see here. All right. Now I just got to change over the font. We still have a lot more work to do with the words. You'll see. There we go. I'm using my Evil Bible one. There we go. Alright, so we're going to come over here to Wolfenstein, and we're going to first do a gradient overlay. That is the overlay I did for my stream. We're going to change the colors up. And it's going to be very cheesy. I'm going to be doing a form of black and red because it's Wolfenstein. I'm going to switch. Currently, I'm going to switch out all the... Cancel. Let's go back to what this is. Copy that. Cancel. And then we're going to go over here. I'm going to switch out all the whites for that red. And then I'm going to be adjusting the... Now, there are other ways I could have done this, but this is just the way I like to do it because it makes it easier. Now, we're going to be doing a couple of other adjustments after this. We're going to be rotating it as well. Because I think more of a diagonal look would pull it off just so much better. And I probably could have tucked in a couple of oranges in there. Yeah, I probably should. I'm gonna first tweak with this like I'm wanting to, and then I'll do that. First, we're gonna tweak with the direction. I don't like that one. Let's go this way. There, that looks pretty good, actually. I don't think I'm gonna add an orange there that'll cover up the end. What happens if I raise the opacity? It's actually okay. Cool. That actually gave it some brightness to it. That's good. What if I drop the scale? Yeah, then I can definitely do that. All right, cool. We're going to switch this one out, the first one, for an orange, more of an orangey kind of color. Orangey red. Slide that over, slide that over. There we go. And once again, there's going to be more done to this. I need to get the hex code. And then this black is also going to get swapped out. That way the ends are that color. I do think I need to also bring this over. That orange is really taking... I might have to expand, bring up the scale again, because I don't think it's fitting right. But we'll fix that in a second. We'll worry about that in a second. Oh, no, we'll worry about it now, because that's where I'm at. So let's bring it back up to about 100. There we go. A little bit more. Now, I know it's rather weird. It doesn't fit with the Wolfenstein kind of colors, but I don't care. Not yet. All right, we got a couple more things we got to do. I'm a firm believer you should always add a stroke. Stroke. Now, right now, you really can't see the stroke because it's... There we go. That fleshed it out a lot. Like, this is why you should always add a stroke. Because it just makes the words look thicker. And not to mention, it helps them stand out against the background. I might switch back the color, get rid of the orange and switch it back to the other colors. Because I just thought of something. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Alright, cool. We're going to go back to the gradient overlay. We're going to get rid of that orange. Let's get back the red hex code, because the black is just straight F, I think. Okay, we're going to give back the red right there. And then we're going to go here, just straight black. There we go. So that worked. I just had an idea on what to do. We're going to do an inner glow. We're going to lower the scale. Oh, I'm still in the gradient overlay. I don't want to use the yellow. I want to use that orange we were talking about earlier. Let's see, about like that. Now let's up the opacity a little bit more. There we go. All right, I still haven't designed a background color to go with this yellow and yet red and black, and I honestly don't know what I'm gonna do. Ugh. I could make it easily a solid color, which is probably what I will do. Hey, Gothic. Let me put it as this gray for right now that I have selected. Oh yeah, it's still set to that. Alright, let's flip it back to opacity full, flow full, and back to normal. Alright, now that should do it. There we go. I don't like that. It's not going to stay that. I actually might flip it over to like a bluish. Or like just a different color. I don't like this gray. Actually, I can use this gray. Hang on. It just occurred to me. We're going to do another layer of haze. This one's going to be solid black. And we're going to do the dissolve. Oh, that was too much. Although I did like that. Let's reduce the flow to about 50%. Yeah, that oddly looks really good in a horrible way. And then I just go up here to the word TV show. Add in a stroke, like I said before. Because as I said before, I always believe you need to add a stroke if you're adding words to anything. Whether it be a video. Because it just makes the words pop more. Alright, this is really freaking ugly. Like, this is ugly. So this is prototype 1. I will save this one for now. We're going to save the PSD of it. So I can export it later if I decide on this one. So this is thumbnail 1. Alright, we're going to try thumbnail 2. So like, especially like the yellow border, I don't think worked out. I can go do this. And I'm going to maintain transparency. Oh yeah, because yeah, that won't do it. Never mind. I'll have to just make a new one. Let me try it, because it actually doesn't matter if I maintain those lines. Let's do a more reddish orange and see how that looks. I really wish I had maintained the layer separation. I really should have. Like, for somebody who's like so anal about maintaining or just using so many different layers. Oh, still set to dissolve. Let's do normal, up the flow back up to 100, because what we're doing is replacing the yellow. I still don't like that. It doesn't look particularly good, but I do think it's better. Now let's try a different color. And I did get rid of the inner lines, which is not good, which is not what I wanted, but I'm okay with it for now. I can fix that easily. Okay, we're gonna save that for now. I'm gonna try and design another one. Let's create a new template. All right, we're moving over to another idea. All right, we're gonna start where I should have started. Actually, I can probably, because I did like how I did the Wolfenstein words. I did like that. So I can take both that and the word TV show. I meant to do this. Control C, Control V. All right, so we've got that carried over. And I could probably just throw a gradient in the background and get away with it. Or a solid color and get away with it. I don't want to. I want to do something different. Now, mind you, once again, as you guys know, actually, you know what? Here's what I'm going to do. Hang on. Because I do try to include a face. Let's see if I can find a good BJ Blazkowicz face. Because I can use that as like a background. Okay, I found a really good picture. Let's see if I can... Yeah, it's the right size I want. I'll have to adjust it a little bit. Yeah, it's a JPEG. Okay. So I'm going to drop it in its proper folder and then y'all see it in a second. It's actually a really damn good picture for this. So I might be able to get away with this. See, this is the picture. Convert to normal layer, convert to normal layer. There we go. So we're going to take this picture and we're going to bring it over to here. Yeah, it's going to drop on the front like it should. And then I'm going to use this color to paint the background so that it more matches that. Or I can stretch him out, which sounds horrible. I'm going to leave it like that for right now, and then I'm going to stretch out his image. But first, let me get him behind the words Wolfenstein, so we can see the words again. I'm trying to align it so his eyes are right there. That actually looks a hell of a lot better than the first one. So for comparison, thumbnail 1, pretty much just abstract art. This one, I feel the eyes staring through the words Wolfenstein like that catch you, and then there's just the details around his face. I think this is infinitely better. And then, of course, the color scheme of red and black like that will catch someone's attention. So when they're scrolling through, they'll see it. This is for a video that's going out about 5 p.m. The short version will be dropped probably 4:50, because I always drop them slightly early. But yeah, I think this is a lot better. The only thing I could add to it would be due to like just a solid black border around the edges. I'm gonna try that, see how it looks. I could also play with the contrast. That's the other thing I tend to do. But we're gonna add the black, just the regular black border to it. I know it's not a black border yet. I'm fixing it. Transparent. Stroke. I need it to be a solid color. And then 20. Let's try 20. That's too much. Oh, because it was 202. I meant 20. Let's move up to 30. That might still be too small. There we go. Actually, that worked. That worked. Let's see what adjusting the brightness and contrast might look like. Bringing that up. Now let's bring up the contrast. Let's bring down the brightness. There we go. That actually looks really good. I think that makes the look in his face a lot more haunting. The last idea I would have is to undo this. Hang on. Since it's not saved yet. We're going to bring it back down to 0. Ah, no, now it's saved. Control Z. There we go. We're going to... I'm going to make an adjustment. Hang on. We're going to do this, and I need to select his eyes. I'm going to make a new layer just with his eyes. We're going to do a new layer via copy. There we go. And now the reason I did that, because now I can adjust the brightness and contrast separately from his eyes. So now the darkness around his cheek there looks better. And then I'm going to come over here to the second one, the one I copied, and actually go to the right thing and go to and up the brightness on that a bit more. Unfortunately, it was a very choppy cut, so it's not as good as it could have been. Yeah, like that's garbage. So there's no point in me doing it. I'm just going to delete. Thankfully, because it's a separate layer, I can do that, and nothing happened. Now I just turn back on that. What I'm going to do is I can also grab the words Wolfenstein, or the word Wolfenstein in TV show, and just bring them down so you can see more of his eyes. I'm going to bring the Wolfenstein just a little down because I don't like that eye touching the top. But yeah, this is, I feel this is infinitely better. I feel this is infinitely better than the first one I did. So we're gonna save. We're gonna save this one. Save on my computer because I don't like using the cloud storage. I got cloud storage from me having the Adobe Creator Suite, and it's a pretty good deal. I get all my Photoshop, video editor stuff as part of the deal. Technically, I could build a website if I wanted to. So right now I don't want to. All right, so we got all that. So I made my thumbnail. Now, if y'all are interested, I'm going to pull this up. Hang on. Since I'm showing y'all a bit of behind the scenes, I'm going to need to export that. Let me export that before I forget. because I will forget. Now, this is actually exactly 2 megabytes. I am not going to use it like that. I'm still going to reduce it. And then I'm going to save it. Hey, Gothic, look, it's your folder. So this is my process of making a script. This is the short right here. And something I'm starting to do that's a little different. Like with the short, I actually recorded it twice. Once me looking dead at the camera, and once with the camera to my side and I'm looking over at it, and you'll see why. And then I also made a long version. I didn't do the side shots as much. I should have, but that's mostly because I didn't stick with the script as much as I should have. So me recording it twice while looking at the side would have been better, because it allows me to transition between the two depending on the emotion I need to show. So that's something I've started doing. And I've got a couple other scripts written. I'm not going to show you all that. And the other thing for my process I'm going to go ahead and show you all is I'm going to pull up my Premiere Pro. And I'm going to show you what the timeline looks like. Now I'm going to show you this timeline. I'm going to show you one of the ones I went a lot more in depth with. Just so you guys get an idea of like different methods I use. So for this one, I didn't use a lot of B-roll. This one is very little B-roll. I'm not going to show you what's on the screen. Oh, I probably should. Hang on. Let me see here. I got to move to... It's not letting me switch between the two as easy as it used to. Alright. So, first let me show you the timeline. Alright. So this is the timeline. It's actually only like less than a 4-minute video. And anything that's up here on the V3 layer is actually B-roll. It's where I take segments of the game to help explain what I'm talking about for this idea of a Wolfenstein TV show. I only use like a handful of spots, and then the other parts actually has me, I'm going to show you guys it. It has me doing this, where I flip between being looking like that to looking like this. And it's kind of hard for me to show you guys precisely, because it's not letting me dock it correctly, which sounds really horrible. So, since I'm using 2 monitors, actually what I could do is shrink it. There. That might do the trick. Yeah, we'll put it right there. So, like, so you can see right here, I'm facing the camera, facing the camera, facing the camera, and then I cut over to like that, so you guys get to see more of a side shot, and it's more zoomed in, and it's more for enunciation, and it also allows, because in something I've learned is you don't want to have a static just looking at one person. You want to either have B-roll or a second camera shot. Also, you want to minimize as much silent time, so you'll see actually, if you really zoom in, you'll actually see I cut into some of the words I'm saying to allow for a rapid transition of thought. And then you also see I cut over here to using some B-roll. I actually have it sped up so that I can, because I can. And then you have that project. I'm going to open one of my more in-depth ones, which is just a lot more crazy. A lot more crazy. Let's see here. What's a good one? Oh, actually, I could probably just hit open recent. We'll do the Gideon Ofnir one. Yeah, the Gideon Ofnir one. Because it doesn't have any spoilers in it, really. Alright, so you see here, there is a lot more stuff, because right here is the A-roll. A-roll being me on camera. Everything above it is either a picture or a word. So if you haven't seen the video, here's what that looks like. Right there, it shows me saying all the different locations for the segment. Here's the map. I even blurred myself out in the background. And then you show what I'm talking about right there. I added the circle. Once again, what I'm talking about, who I got the idea from, and then who I'm talking about. And I even do a cut to the game. And because I've recorded the game several times, I actually had the cutscene myself. And one of the tricks I was doing with this one is actually, if you look, I just flip it. I literally am just hitting a horizontal flip. You can see on the words on air backwards now. That's one way. And then there's one where I'm like 50-50 B-roll and 50-50 me. Or 50-50 me, A-roll versus B-roll. So, because B-roll is pretty much any time you have something that is not you on camera. Now, you can still do voiceover if you want, which is what I do a lot of. So, this is just, I was just vibing out working on a thumbnail, and I figured I would make a stream of it, because people seem to like me talking about art, and this is some of the art I do on the regular. So, I don't think I have a webcam only, so, yeah, we'll just leave it like that. Y'all get to look at my desktop. So yeah, I do appreciate, like, this is obviously not a long stream, because the project wasn't as in-depth. I would have done a third, a fourth, a fifth thumbnail, but I like the one I did second a lot. I do eventually want to, like, do borders and stuff like that, but I think the way I did the borders that time just didn't work out. I do have a couple of other ideas I'll take advantage of later, but for right now, that'll do the trick. I still plan on streaming at my usual 4 p.m. I'm still thinking Tiny Tina's Wonderland. I might do Destiny, because I still got to get a couple weeklies out of the way. Mostly just, like, bounties. Yeah, my body's sore today, by the way. I was working out pretty hard yesterday. For muscles! And, like, the lighting's horrible, so you really can't see. But, as you guys can see, I have a lot of games installed right now. Elderborn was not as fun as I was hoping. They were like, oh, it's a Dark Souls game. It was not fun. But I've got those Ninja Gaiden games. I've got Berserk. Yeah, so if y'all have any games y'all want me to tackle, let me know. If you want me to go back to Elden Rings, I do need to do a Dark Souls 3 playthrough Dex. I need to play Dark Souls 2. I want to play through Dark Souls 1, a proper run, with because I didn't do my stats right last time. So, anyway, love y'all guys for being here. Hope to see y'all at 4 p.m. when I go live for my normal stream. And I might do I might do a I might do a art stream tonight, because I need to finish up Gothic's VTuber model, and then I want to start working on Violent Chocobos, which I might just draw up Violent Chocobos today, because I'll be the third variant, and I have a final version idea, and then I'll tackle on rigging both of them for later streams. Anyway, see y'all in the next one.